Welcome in. Welcome in. We've got some ASG golf on the channel tonight. Late night. As we wait for the storm to come rolling on in, we're going to kind of go off to Augusta, Georgia in the springtime. So, normally, when I play this great game, it's one of my favorite games. I play replays of actual tournaments. So I'll play the season, I'll play the 86 Masters, the 82 Masters, this 1960 Masters, the 2009 Masters, but today, I've kind of created a little project, kind of a history project in a way, in which I've kind of created a couple different tours. Um, and the first tour I call it the King Tour after Arnold Palmer. And it's the combination of the 1950s and 1960s best of players. And so the idea being is in this tour, you're going to play the majors. You're going to play 10 Masters, 10 PGAs, 10 US Opens, 10 British Opens. And then I created a second tour. This is called the King Tour, 50s and 60s. The second tour is Arnie and Jack, the 60s and 70s players. And then the Nicklaus and Watson Tour, 70s and 80s. And I call the Wheelhouse Tour. The Wheelhouse kind of when I was a kid growing up, 80s and 90s. And then we've got the Birth of Tiger, 90 and 2000s, and then Tiger and Phil, 2000s, 2010s. And of course, 2020s aren't out yet. They'll be out, if we get to 2030 and so forth. So that's kind of the idea behind it that I'm playing. So let's go back to the King and we go to the Masters. So we're going to watch today the final round and let's take a look first. And here's the situation. We've got George Archer. Now, George Archer won the Masters in 1969, his only major. Um, After he died, it came out that he was illiterate. He could not read or write. And he kind of hid that. He was embarrassed. And his wife, his widow at the time, kind of created a foundation in his name to kind of promote literacy in kids and so forth. The four-shot lead, he's sitting in the four-shot lead. Um, Ben Hogan is right there behind him. And there you see Arnold Palmer, 6 shots back. He's 6 back, but really Palmer is 2 back of the second place guy. So you figure if Archer stumbles, we could have some interesting stuff here. So a 4-shot lead going to the final round of the Masters. So it should be fun to kind of watch to see if Archer can hang on. So we're going to go and watch the Palmer. We're going to always watch Palmer, and that's where I watch. And I say watch because I roll the dice. I'm not caddying for him. It's a dice game. It's a great dice game. We're going to watch Palmer. And then we're going to watch the final. You watch Palmer, he's playing with too. You can see the groups here. Palmer's playing in group 36. There's 38 groups, so he's back in there. And we're going to watch this Archer and Hogan group 2. So we'll watch Arnold play with Dow Finsterwall, who's a really good player back in the day as well. I don't think Dow Finsterwall ever won a major. I think he one of those guys who kind of came close. He's one of those guys that like a Colin Montgomery, a guy that was the best player to win a major back then, I think. Now, he might have got one. Let me make sure. Let me look this stuff up. And did he get a major? Did he get a major? He won the PGA Championship. He won the PGA Championship, his only major. So he did get one. Good to know. Good to know. Good to know. All right. Let's tee it off. And so we're going to be a while for the leaders to go out here. See if anybody can come from the pack here. Got Byron Nelson back to even par. So Palmer, real quick, kind of showing his rounds. Let me get to Arnie real quick. Arnold went 75 in round one. The first round hurt him a lot. And then he went 69 and then 70. Um, so he's played well the last 2 days, but he's 6 shots back. Hogan went 70, had a bad second round. So Hogan had a bad second round. 75, 67. He's right there lurking. And then George Archer, more consistent, 72 and then 268s right there. So let's see if George can hang on to the lead here today. Play this up. Cutter Historical joins us here. Cutter Historical. What I love about Cutter Historical is the games I love, or I guess you can say the games he loves. We love the same games. Let's put it that way. Um, yeah. So yeah, I'm doing a little something different. Um, I'm not sure if you got on Cutter, but I usually play like replays. I usually play like 1962 Masters. I'm playing a little. I'm combining the two decades near each other. So I have a 50s, 60s tour, which is this tour here. I have a 60s, 70s tour. I have a 70s, 80s tour, an 80s, 90s tour, and so forth. I'm doing it kind of that way. It's a little different, just to have more of a history and so forth, and have a little more for the majors. So that's kind of the plan what I'm doing. A little something different, a little project. I'm always playing this game. Um, and I can't believe I never discovered this game till Ron Juckett put it on his channel one day. And it's costing lots of money since then. I'm popping open a drink, not a beer. So we're just playing the tee off right now. Guys are golfing. No one's making. Oh, there's a little charge there. Fred Hawkins is one at a par. We'll see if Archer can play well. Though he's hasn't a bad round yet. Is he due for a bad round? If he due for 75, Hogan shot 75. Palmer shot 75 this week. Does Archer shoot 75 today? If he does, it's game on. Yeah, Juckett. Yeah, Ron Juckett. Yeah, I laugh because here's what the funny thing is. So this game, unless I kid around a lot. So, um, Cutter Historicals in the comments said that Ron Juckett's why he bought it too. So Ron Juckett's basically a drug pusher of this game. And the thing is, I love this game to death, but this game is expensive. Like it's it's an expensive game, and I'm not going to sit there and complain about it. I mean, I play it, so I get it worth it. But it's an expensive game. You got to buy the game, and then you got to buy the. You don't have to do anything. But to make the game really great, you got to buy the golf courses. Then you got to buy the player sets. It's expensive. I mean, it's an expensive game, but it's a great game. And so I keep on doing it because I love the game, And so, like as opposed to second and 10 football, I love that game too. And that game is cheap. You buy the game once, it comes with 9 million seasons. Every time a new season comes out, they put one out for you. But speaking of that, they didn't put a new one out for second and 10 yet. So I'm kind of worried about second and 10. Um, so anyway, the joke for Ron Juckett, I put Hoopland down the channel the last few days or so. And Ron didn't know about Hoopland until he saw my game. And so Ron sent me a text and said, "Oh, sent me a message, I should say, and said, I bought Hoopland because of you." Okay, like kind of like doing the whole thing. Thanks to you, I bought Hoopland. Now Hoopland costs $14.99, so I pushed the cheap drug. Ron pushes the expensive one, so that's why he's a professional. Um, that's true. Cutter says, "You do your projects the way you want. I do it the way I want. They don't like a screw." Exactly. I know. No one's really kind of got on me. Like I've never had that where people have come and told me my projects are stupid. But I've seen other people do that to other people though. Like I'm like, who cares what you think? Now I will say this: I'm getting a lot of comments about Hoopland. I like Hoopland a lot, and I'm gonna make a video about this too. But I'm getting people like who will kind of not trash, like, oh well, doesn't do this. Well, I know it's not like Hoopland isn't like a how do I put it? It's not like a hardcore like I want to play this historical. It's a game that's been modded by people. So the historical rosters aren't going to be, all the way. and it's not like a simulation. It's kind of like a fun game to play, and we really do fictional leagues too. But you can take the old guys and have fictional guys come in. But people get so like hardcore, like, well, that doesn't do this. I'm like, yeah, I know. And if I want that, I'll go play PT replay basketball. Like that's what I have PC replay basketball for. That's the game I go play if I want to have a trick season replay, and the guy's stats are, that's what I play. This one's just kind of fun. So sometimes you just play a game because like they're kind of goofy and fun and have cool little graphics, all that stuff. And people get torn up on that stuff. But all right, let's get to some golf. Palmer's teeing off. The king is teeing off. He's six back. Can he make a charge? I mean, six back is not. Arnie can charge here, folks. He can charge. We're pulling for him too. We're pro Arnold Palmer. Oh, he's done that again. I think it's the third straight day he's hitting the ball to trap in the first hole, but he can get out of that. Here's Dow out of the bunker as well. Good shot from Dow. Oh, Canadian dollar is even worse, huh? Yeah, PC replay basketball. That's one thing it doesn't. And I'm not sure. Cutter's in the chat room. I gotta tell this. People are watching this recording. Like, who the hell are you talking to? But yeah, and I'm not sure. PC replay basketball is coming out with a new season for this past season. I saw that on the website. I'm not sure because Above the Rim, they're doing the pro version of it, which I like Above the Rim for college basketball, but I still like PC replay basketball a lot. I like how it flows. I like it. I'm playing a little I'm playing a project right now with that too, offline. I played a little bit other day as well. I'm playing a little 86 season stuff. So I mean it's a good game. It's a good game. All right, let's get back to Arnie. He's in the trap right now. He's got a little 7 iron. He's about 150 away. Got the wind blowing, a little light in the face a little bit. Arnie's got to get going here. Oh, that's not going to do it, Arnie. That's not going to do it. Out of the bunker. Can you save par? Oh, it's gonna. Yeah, I might grab it too. The thing is, I'll eventually buy the 2025 season for baseball too, for Peace Replay Baseball. I know I will. I'm telling myself I won't do it right now, just because I'm playing a 2025 season right now of Dynasty League Baseball, the Red Sox, and so get in there. Oh, Arnold bogeys the first hole. That's not a good start. So I'm doing that. So I'm not sure if I will right away. I don't know. I don't know yet. I always say that too. I always say I'm not going to buy as much stuff. I always tell myself you don't need to buy that because you're doing a project of that season, another game. And then what I do, I'm up at night, like at midnight, and I go, you know what? It's 24.99. Like what the hell? And I buy it, and that's how it goes. All right, so Arnold bogeys, and so he's heading back now. So we may have to switch off Arnold Palmer. If Arnold gets too far back, we're going to swatch the leaders because we're not going to. I love Arnold to death, but we're not going to watch him. He's in contention. Right now, he's still in contention. To me, he still is. But I think George Archer is going to have a tough day today. I still have a bad feeling that George is going to have a tough day today. Well, right now, I'm playing the 86 season on PC Replay Baseball, and that's taking up a lot of my time for PC Replay Baseball. And then I played Dynasty League Baseball also, which is a different thing because in that one I'm managing a team, so you know it's just different. And I like to play games on Dynasty League Baseball seasons. I don't that PC Replay Baseball doesn't have. You know what I mean? So I'm playing like 2025, which I don't have yet. I'm playing the 99 season, which they don't have. So I try to do that way too. Oh, it's out now? Okay. It's second and 10. Okay. So I wonder when, because usually it comes out for the Super Bowl. And I checked it, and someone on my YouTube channel the other day commented that 2nd and 10 is they're worried about it. Like they heard something that it was not going to be in new seasons or they haven't done an update in a while. The college season isn't out. The last year's college season's not out yet. Not this past season. The 2024 season is not out yet, which is concerning a little bit too. And that's you have to buy that one, which I'm kind of bummed because that was a good Gamecock season. But the college season is a lot of work, man. A full college football season to put out is a lot of damn work. I mean, that's a whole different thing than putting an NFL season. All right, Palmer's gonna make birdie here. Third shot in. I'll have that for birdie. All right, that's cool. I'm gonna go. I might play a little. Get in there, Arnie. Birdie putt. Oh my, this is not gonna be good. I might play a little Seahawks, Rams, Broncos, Patriots in that game. I might get that out there. Finster wall at 300 par. Yeah, I mean, listen. First of all, they don't do the free. Carter brings up the fact that 2020 2nd and 10 doesn't do free season for college football after 2010. It's only $10, man. I play that game so much, and I can understand why I can understand why they charge for that. That's a lot of work. A college season. That's a lot of work. Which is probably why the 2024 season out yet. It's not out yet still too, but I don't have a problem with that at all. I mean, as much free stuff you get every year, you get the free updated season every year. It's such a great game. I don't mind paying $10. I don't. I'm not complaining about that. Good drive from Arnie. He's got to get going here, folks. Got to get going. Yeah, I mean, I bought a few. I bought a few college football seasons on 2nd and 10 for $10. I bought the '93 season. Okay, and the '93 season is pretty cool because I was a college football player in '93. I was on the game. I'm not in the game though. I'm not in the Gamecock roster in 2nd and 10 football because I didn't get a snap in. But oh, Palmer, I forget. So, but I was there. I was at the practice every day, and I was in the sidelines for most of the games I dressed. But um, so it's pretty cool to play 2nd and 10 football with my guys I hung out with and stuff, and we're teammates with. Palmer, Arnie's struggling right now. We may have to switch off Arnie and go straight to the leaders, Archer and Ben Hogan. But I bought '93. I bought '87. I think I had to buy. I bought '88. Oh, Palmer is struggling, folks. He's gonna drop like the even par. Oh, he misses that one too. All right, we're gonna be done watching Arnie. When the leaders tee off, that'll be it. Let's go back to summary real quick. We're gonna have to break in the TV coverage, folks. We'll just stick with the leaders right now. Arnie's off to. If Arnie makes a run back, we'll come back to him. But right now, he's off the TV coverage. And here we go. The leaders are up. George Archer and Ben Hogan. Archer in a little trouble there. A little trouble. I predict that George Archer will not win the Masters. He's a four-shot lead. He's not going to win. I think Hogan's going to win. I think Ben's going to win this. I've just got a feeling. I will say for the college football seasons, I don't normally play a full replay season of college football. Um, I like playing a big tournament of college football, like top 32 teams. I also like doing conference seasons, like with the SEC, for example. Um, I've got a 2022 SEC season going right now, where it's just SEC teams and they all play each other one time. I'm doing that, so that's pretty cool. All right, Hogan now, 8 iron. He can put some pressure here on Archer. Oh, he's on the green. Oh, there comes that. And by the way, look at the ball run. By the way, if you have not been to Augusta, I recommend you go. What a shot by Archer. It's an hour away from my house right now as I play this. You can get there for a practice round. I mean, getting for a um, real tournament round is tough. I've been to a couple, but I had to know someone who knew someone who knew someone. Hogan, good shot. Oh, go in. But my point is, TV doesn't do it justice. And the greens, oh, great birdie putt for Archer. He might win this after all. Um, Hogan for par, got it. Um, but the point is, the greens are so tough. Like the undulations and the slope. You saw that shot that Hogan hit where he hit the green and it kind of just rolled up. I mean, that's what happens. Um, and you go there, and I don't know how I would. And I was a pretty good golfer back in the day, but I remember a great putter, and that course would I couldn't imagine putting on that course. I couldn't have imagined. Archer now with a 5-shot lead. I thought he might have a tough day today. Yes, yes, yeah. I understand what you're saying, but the free teams. Okay, I know what you mean about the free teams. Okay, I mean the free teams. I get what you mean about not having the free. Okay, yeah, yeah. I guess you could have a point about having some free teams from 2010 on, but it's a great game. It's the games I play second and 10. I mean, I play second and 10. I play this PC replay baseball, PC replay basketball. I play some Hoopland. Um, but that's it. Hogan now. Got historical Augusta to me is so sacred that the tourney of champs each year is at that course. I just choose a par three course for April. So that's us. I mean, it's a great course. Archer, good shot there. Hogan. All right, birdie putt for Hogan. He needs this. He needs it bad. Got it. That's a big birdie putt right there. And now Archer's got the same birdie putt. He missed it. A little opening there. A little opening. So a 4-shot lead now. Arnie's off the TV coverage. Yeah, Hoopland's a kind of a new game for me. So that's not, I just started it. I'm not sure how much I'll play it. I'm going to start a little 95 New York Knicks Dynasty. Um, and really, I'm going to use it more for fictional because after 95 season, you start drafting fictional players. And so I'll turn to a fictional NBA league, which I like, which I don't want to use it for. But we'll start out with 95 rosters. I'm going to do that. Is my plan. So Hogan, gonna hang on. It does. It does. A little wedge for Archer here. And he's over the back. That's going to be a tough up and down right there. Oh, he made it. He made it. Archer chips in for birdie. Are you kidding me? All right, Cutter Historical, get to bed. Yeah, but boxing, I do. I play the boxing too. I mean, I don't play a whole lot, but I need to do some more boxing matches. Usually, when an Red Sox fan is on, he does a boxing match, and I start getting that too. So, but a chip in right there from Hogan birdie putt, and George Archer looks like he's gonna be the Masters champion. It's early, it's still early, but he has a 5-shot lead now. It could be the George Archer coronation show here, folks. Archer par 3. Little bunker over there. Hogan, 5 back. He's in the bunker. Hogan, did he chip in? He almost chipped in there. So par putt for Archer. Makes it. Hogan for his par. So lead still 5. 5th hole. Fifth hole here. And here's Hogan now. 5 shots back here. Can Hogan make a run? Or can Archer kind of fall back to him too? 6 iron, 175 for Hogan. 6 iron for Archer. And they both have long birdie putts there. Archer for birdie. Oh, did he make it? He's unreal. Oh, my Lord. George Archer. A 6-shot lead now. Hogan to match him here. Oh, so we're either going to see a coronation for George Archer or the biggest collapse ever if he ends up losing this. Archer 3 under par today. 6-hole par 3. I thought he was going to play bad today. He's not. Here's Hogan. Long birdie putt. Long birdie putt. Archer for birdie again. Almost. He has 3 under par for today. For the first 6 holes. That stretched his lead out to 6. Looking for par. Gets it. So 6-shot lead. Here's Archer. 7th hole. Hogan. Oh, good shot by Archer right there. Brought it back. Look at that shot. Wow. He is unconscious right now. Unconscious. And Hogan buries in the back bunker. Hogan for par. And he's going to fall back one more here. A bogey for Hogan. Birdie try for Archer. And his lead now is 7. He has actually an 8-shot lead now on their book. So an 8-shot lead. He came in with a 4-shot lead. And through 7 holes, he has an 8-shot lead. He has 4 under par through 7 holes. We thought he might choke today. He's done the opposite. Unbelievable. A little trouble there. Hogan is even par for the day. Archer now 7. He's going to pitch out here. Here's a 4-iron now from Archer. That's a long birdie putt. So Hogan's trying to pick up a shot here. He's got a little pitch up and down here for a birdie. Go in. Almost hold it for an eagle. Well, this is a long birdie putt for Archer. Almost made that. He'll tap in for his par. Now Hogan needs his birdie putt. Got it. He goes for 5. Archer for par. So it's a 7-shot lead now. Go to the 9th hole. Well, George Archer running some trouble all day. That's the question. Hogan trying to put pressure on him a little bit here. The final group at Augusta. The back 9 starts next hole. And I always say the back 9, or the Masters, does not start till the back 9 on Sunday. Archer. Big drive from George. Hogan. Archer spins it back. Look at that shot there. Wow. Birdie putt for Hogan. Archer now for birdie. So a 32 in the front 9 for Archer. Hogan, a 35 in the front 9, and he loses 3 more shots. He was down by 4, teeing off. He's now down by 7. Unbelievable. We go to the back 9 now. The back 9, the Masters, does not start the back 9 on Sunday. Right now, though, it might be over. A 7-shot lead with 9 holes to play. If we see a collapse, you never know. 10th hole. I would think Hogan realistically has to shoot. I mean, what's the worst Archer can shoot in this back 9? I mean, can he shoot 3 over? I mean, can he go 39 in the back? I mean, if he goes 39 in the back, um, Hogan's got to go 32. So it's gonna be tough. Hogan's drive. And that's not gonna do it. Hogan hooks one way left. Archer just playing perfectly right now. Archer now. Good. Not bad. Safe. Hogan now got given down from 173 for a par. He's got that for par. Archer's got it for birdie. Got to go in. Oh, almost made it. Archer now for birdie. That's going to run by a ways. So Archer might actually have a bogey here. That's a horrible putt off the green. So Archer might be in some problems here. If Hogan can somehow make a par, this is for bogey for Hogan. So Archer now a little bit of trouble. This for bogey for Archer. And he missed. He can make a double. He's going to make a double. This might get interesting here. This is for bogey now for Hogan, though. He might double as well. He makes it. So Hogan picks up a shot in that hole. And it's a 6-shot lead now. So a little chink in George Archer's armor. We got 11th hole. Archer hit it left. Should be okay. It's a tough second shot here. 4-iron from Hogan. That water left will come into play. A whole slope down that way. Oh no. Hogan into the water. And now Archer with a 4-iron. He plays a safe shot, smart shot out there. Hogan now over the water. And he's about to fall out of this thing. Archer. He's got that for par. Hogan for bogey. And Hogan now falling off. A double here from Ben. Archer for par. Big par save there for Archer. Let's take a look at the leaderboard right now. Archer, 6-shot lead over Tom Neoport for a call. See Hogan there. Arnold Palmer. Where is Arnie? Arnold Palmer having a rough day. He's 5 over today. Arnie's way back there. And right now, it does not look very good for anybody but George Archer. 12th hole, par 3. He has a 7-iron. And it goes long. Here's Hogan now. 8 shots back, Hogan is. And that's in trouble. I thought it was in the water. It stays up. Archer little pitch here. A bogey for Archer. Or at least a bogey putt for Archer. He drives back to 9 under par now. Hogan for par. Makes it. So he picks up a shot there. A 5-shot lead now for Archer. We're going to 13th. My favorite golf hole in the world. If you ask me what golf hole would you want to play over and over again, it's this hole right here. 13th hole. Hogan on the tee. And hang up. He's in good shape. If we go for 2, he should be able to. Here's Archer. Perfect draw for Archer. Hogan. He's on in two. Archer with a 4-iron now. Oh, is that in the water? Is it going to be in the water? It goes into the water. So we might have some interesting things here. So the 13th hole can take it. It can give it away, too. So we might have the issue. Hogan is not doing his part, though. So now the fourth shot for Archer. And he's got that long one for par. So there could be an opening here. Hogan has this for eagle. A long putt for eagle. If he can somehow. It's a good putt right there from Hogan. Stay up. Stay up. Oh, a good putt, though. A tap and birdie. He'll take that. This is for par for Archer. And short. He's got that left for bogey. Some work left. Bogey putt straight down the hill. He makes it. So Archer now back to 8 under par. That's where he was to start today. Hogan now. Birdie at 3 under. So they started the day 8 under and 4 under. It's now 8 under and 3 under. So 5 shots back. We've got a couple of guys at 4 under, though, who are 4 shots back. So 14th hole we go. Archer. Here's Hogan. Good drive here. Hogan's going to make some birdies. He's having a birdie spree here. Archer. And Archer in trouble. Archer in trouble. Now listen, I made a prediction before the round began that Archer was not going to win this thing. He came with a 4-shot lead in the field. I think he's not going to win this thing. And then he got to a 7-shot lead. And now things are falling apart. Is he going to get to that point here? We'll see. So Archer 4 is going to try to go at the green. A little hook, knockdown shot. Good shot right there from Archer. Great shot. Hogan now 8-iron. He's got to make a birdie here. Oh, almost a great shot. He's just off the green. He might be able to putt that, though. Yeah, he's going to putt it. There's a birdie chance. Get there. Oh, just by. Just by. He needed that one. Archer now for birdie. Makes it. And that right there may have clinched things, folks. That might have clinched it. Wade Davis is on. Do you like action PC golf? I do like action PC golf. I do. I do. And um, that was my game of choice. I played it a lot. I've got some YouTube videos up there of it as well. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. But, and I love this game. Um, and it's nothing against action PC golf at all. It's a great game. It's just this game. I like the kind of the cards and dice feel to it that it has. The engine. It's basically a dice game for your computer. So I kind of like that. Action PC golf is really, really good, though. That was Wade Davis asked that question in chat. And I played action PC golf all the time. And then one day I went on YouTube and Ron Jucker was playing this game. I was like, man, this game looks really fun. And action PC golf is a lot more inexpensive. Great deals from Dave on there. I commend him on that. I still have the game. I still play it. But I play this game a lot more. It's personal preference. That's not action PC golf does wrong either. It's not like I'm sitting there and say there's something I don't like about it. There really isn't. It's just that that's how much I like this game. So All right, 15th hole. That was a huge swing right there from Archer. He's short and left, so I'm not sure he can go. He'll have to lay up from there. Of course, into the wind. Hogan 6 back now. Hogan Hogan really needs to eagle this hole, but it's not going to be eagle back there. So yeah, it's free right now. Yeah, Dave's got some great sales. So yeah, it's a fun game. I got a video on there. I had a Tiger. I was playing the Masters with Tiger. I think it was the 5th hole, and Tiger hit this great shot, and that was me hitting the shot. But I did a little. He was in the trees. I did a little fade, and it hit the back, and it kind of came back to the hole. It almost went in. It was kind of like that shot he hit on 16, the chip he hit when the Nike ball, the kind of stepped at the lip, kind of like that. It's on my channel somewhere. Go find that video. Archer lays up. Oh yeah, it's very expensive. I was just talking about that earlier way before you came in with the historical and about how expensive this game is. Expensive. I mean, it's expensive. I mean, not the game itself expensive, but just getting the courses and everything. They really enjoy the game. It's expensive. And Ron Juckett, we teased that Ron is a high priced drug dealer because he turned both me and Cutter Historical onto this game. And I joked the other day that Ron saw me play Hoopland the other day, and Ron discovered Hoopland because of me. He bought Hoopland. Well, Hoopland cost $14, and there's nothing else to buy. So that's great. I go, you turn me on to a habit that cost me hundreds of dollars, and I turn you on a habit that cost you $14. So, oh, Mark Unger's in the house. Thespian series. Hey, everyone, just finished the Mets Expo 76 game of piece replay. Now I have an old Mets radio broadcast on my phone. Good times, man. Good times. Good times. I'm just kind of sitting here. I'm kind of everyone's asleep in the house. I'm sitting here making sure the house doesn't freeze over and we have like pipes burst and power goes off. So if for some reason um, suddenly I come offline because the power went off, but I think we're good right now. I don't think nothing's come yet. No rain, no snow has hit yet, but it's supposed to. Tomorrow could be a rough day. All right, Hogan now, second shot. He's gonna lay up. He's gonna lay up two. I still can't believe how well Archer's playing. I thought for sure he'd choke today. I thought it'd be a get down to the wire Hogan and Archer, but it has not been. Good shot by Archer. Now Archer on their birdie putt there. Good lord, he's playing unreal. Hogan not playing well today. That's a good shot there, though. Another birdie putt for Archer. Missed it. Missed it, though. Hogan for birdie needs it. Needs it. Didn't make it. Hogan's not playing well. Gotta put pressure on him. He can't do it. Let me check the other leaders here. So Kermit Zarley and Tom Neoport. Well, Neoport's done. So he's in the clubhouse, 400 par, 68. I don't see Archer choking that bad. I mean, no one really put pressure on him either, but he's 100 par for today. No one, I mean, Neoport's got 68 today. He made some money. But we thought we'd have a good run with Hogan, but Palmer, I thought Palmer might make a run today. I thought Arnie might do it, but did not do it. Oh, this is Mark's asking what it is. Okay, Mark, listen, Mark, I don't know if you like golf. If you don't like golf, then it won't really matter. But this is ASG golf. Um, it's a really great game. Now I'm going to warn you right now. It's, this game's expensive. It's an expensive game. Um, I mean, to play it, to play the game and enjoy the game, it's expensive. And I just joked about Ron. I discovered this game, Action PC Golf. It's a game I used to play all the time. It's a great game. Great game again. I will never say anything bad about Action PC Golf. Great game. And actually cheap. And then I saw Ron Chucka playing this game one day, and I was hooked on it. And I saw the price tag, and I said, "Man, that's too expensive." But I bought it anyway, and I kept on buying more stuff. And I'm in. I spent a lot of money in this game, but it's fun. I enjoy this game a lot. 16. Oh, great shot by Archer. Great shot by Archer. Good shot right there. It's got the cards and dice field. Now you can't see the cards and dice the way I'm playing it right now. I'm watching this right now. But I'll show you. You know, well, I'll show you some real quick. I'll show you another angle here quick. I'll show you kind of the difference in how you can play this game too. I'm just kind of watching these guys right now, and it's a dice element to it. Like there's a dice roll to these things. You're just not seeing the dice right now. I had the dice off, but I'll show you some real quick. So let me go to. Let me click out of here. Uh, So this is kind of the other view that a lot of people play. See, if we see someone play this game, you might see this view right here. This is kind of the non-horizontal view, and this is kind of what it looks like with the dice. And so I got the AI going here. You can caddy for it too, where you choose the club. I'm doing a watch mode right now, but you can do it as a caddy. You never as you play for them. We don't really play for them in terms of the swing. You choose the club and where to aim the ball. You can do it that way, and then it's up to the dice roll and how good they are of a player to determine what happens. So here's Archer. You see a little dice that roll right there, and he just totally hit that way left. And it shows you where you hit that, where you went, the wind direction, the gust, the distance, all these things. Here's shot analysis. So here's Hogan now. Good shot there. And Archer, the coronation for George Archer. He won the Masters in real life in 1969, his only major win, which is the best major to win. I mean, my dad's a big golf fan. My dad and I both big golfers and grew up golfing. And my dad watches the Golf Channel 24/7. And so we always debate this too about like if we only could win one major, which would it be? And as a kid, I used to like the U.S. Open. You want to be the U.S. Open champion, but really, I wouldn't want to win the Masters just because the Masters. If you win the Masters, you're invited back like till you die. You can play till you die too, but you're invited back every year. The U.S. Open doesn't really have that. You're the U.S. Open champion, but it's not like the cool club. Like if you win at the Augusta and the Masters, you're in the club forever. Like you every year, the Champions Dinner, you're there. Like you're one of the guys. That's a good thing for Royal McIlroy this year. He gets to go back now as a champion. So for me, like George Archer won one major his whole career was the Masters. Like that's the one I'd want to win. Then probably the U.S. Open, then the British Open or the Open, and then like the PGA. Wade says he just watched my first race football videos about 20 times trying to figure out the NFL mods, messed around, and finally got them to work. I'm glad you got them to work. Yeah, it can be a little bit tricky. I mean, as I always say, if I can figure out the mods in those games, anyone can because I'm not the brightest dude when it comes to putting those things in there. But that's a fun game, and I'm playing. Oh, good putt right there. I'm playing a. I like playing that game. I don't like playing season replays in that game, like strict replays. I don't think. I mean, listen, I prefer Section and 10 for that, but I love the management mode, and so I've jumped into the 88 build, and I'm gonna be the GM. I'm gonna coach in the GM, and so you're gonna have some fictional guys come out afterwards, 89 and so forth, kind of take off from there. So it's gonna be pretty cool. I'm looking forward to doing that on the channel, doing the games, but doing the off-season stuff, doing the draft, doing the free agency guys, and that stuff, and then kind of seeing what evolves that league and see if the Bills can do something. I might do in two of the '05 Giants, Eli Manning's first year, the first year the starter. I might do like that in the fall too. But we're just chatting away. This is a blowout here. Archer has a big lead, so there's no drama. I thought we have some drama in the 18th hole. I thought it'd be edge of my seat tonight. I thought I'd get on, do a little live ASG golf, have some drama on the 18th hole, but this has been a blowout. Can you roll your dice this game? I think you can. I think you can. I think, Mark. I think I'm not positive about that now. I'm trying to think if Ron. I'm trying to think if Ron did that. I'm not positive. I'll have to go look into that. I'll put that down in my notes and I might have to go peek around and see if I can do that. 40 putt for Hogan. Hogan's disappointed today. This is to get even par for the day. So he's at one over par. Archer. Here it is to win it. Shoots 71 today. There it is. Your Masters champion. It's at 71. No one made a run. With a 4-shot lead. He wins by 4 shots. Kermit Zarley right there. What did Palmer shoot? Palmer was 2 under. He was 6 back starting the day. I thought he'd make a run. He goes 76 today. Look at Arnie. He goes 75, 69, 70, 76. Does not get the green jacket. That's that. That is that. George Archer, Master Champion. Let's go out of here. So Archer leading the way. So I'm playing the PGA Championship next. I'm going to have at Firestone, the U.S. Open at Oakmont, and then St. Andrews the Open. And I'll be the kind of this. And this is the 50s and 60s tour, and I've got the 70s and 80s tour that I'm going to be doing some stuff on too. And it's keeping track of majors, keeping track of how many majors they win. So, um, let me get back with the chat here. Let me catch up. Yeah, you I mean you can you can play till you can play till you die. Like they actually had some rules. Like I think they try to like I think they have a rule now about how long you can actually play at the Masters. They used to not have a rule at all. They used to kind of just they used to rely on your better judgment. If you got to the point where you were embarrassing yourself up there, you'd quit. You stop playing. But then they had to put a rule in because some guys were like, "Hey, man, you're shooting 85 every time you play." You know, but you can. I mean, but you're there all the time. You're part of it. So I mean, it's cool. And once again, I bring this up every year. Um, I love the Masters. I love that week. My wife doesn't quite get it. My kids are like whatever, and I explain to them all the time that without the Masters, my kid wouldn't be alive. My wife wouldn't know me because I'm from upstate New York. I live in Columbia, South Carolina right now. The reason why I live in Columbia, South Carolina, the reason why I came to school down here, or how I knew about this place, was because my dad would come down to Augusta for the practice rounds, and he'd go to the real events too. He used to get tickets through. He used to work for a company that worked for a part of another company, got Masters tickets, and he would stay in Columbia because Augusta doesn't have many hotels. Augusta's a really weird town. It's like kind of It's like a strip mall town with an unbelievable golf course in the middle of it. Like it's really weird. So he was staying in Columbia. He did it for years. And so that's how he discovered the University of South Carolina. And then when I was being recruited for football, um, I got some interest from them down here, and I kind of knew about them because I've been down here before, and that's kind of how I came down here. If not for the Masters, I probably never would have come down here because I would have known about the place. I wouldn't have been here before. I'd been here in the past with my dad, so that was the whole reason. So I always tell them, I explain to my kids and my wife when they kind of roll their eyes at me when I'm watching the Masters in April, watching wall to wall coverage. I mean, I take days off from work for the Masters. Like sometimes it happens on our spring break. I'm a high school teacher, in case you guys didn't know. But I will save up my sick days. So if we have school on the Thursday and Friday of the Masters, I'm not working. I don't work those days. That's like my religious holiday. Um, so I remind them that the importance of it right there. Oh, before Jackson, right down the road. Okay, Fort Jackson. Yeah, doing 50s, 60s right now, and then I've got a tour. Yeah, Mark. Usually I do like strict season tournaments, but but I've been having fun with this right now. I got different tours set up for each I kind of put the two decades together. So it's the 50s and 60s. I've got the 70s and 80s. I got the 90s and 2000s. I got the 2010s, the 20s. I got all the decades. I spent a bunch of damn money and have them all. So I'm gonna do a little history golf project with all of them throughout the golf season. And so usually, how I play this game offline, I will this be a good topic for a podcast show too. So I'll play PC replay baseball. Okay. I'll have a PC replay baseball game up. Let them play the Red Sox and the Detroit Tigers. I will play an inning of the Red Sox and Tigers game and then go play a golf hole with whoever the guy is. If I'm like right now, I was playing Palmer this week. So Arnold Palmer will play a hole at the Masters. And so I'll play an inning, and so I'll play two baseball games and play a round of golf. And then I have it's nice little back and forth. The golf got that leisurely pace. Baseball does too. You know, we go back, and I'll do that, and I'll play. And that's why I played the first three rounds of this. I played some offline baseball games from '86 Project. So I wonder if anyone combines two games, like you do try to get two things out of the way at once, or two things in there too. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money, and listen, and you can blame Ron Juckett. You blame Ron Juckett for the money you spend. I mean, I blame him all the time. Every time I come on here, I tell him all the time, my kids can't go to college because of him. But I tell him all the time. Way to play the action PC baseball. I like that too. I like that too. And once again, um, I love the action PC games too. And there's nothing wrong with them at all. Um, I just prefer you like what you like. It's not like it's put it this way. I told someone because someone the other day on my YouTube channel was like, "You never play action PC baseball? Do you hate it or something like that? You must hate that game." And first of all, I never would say what game I. I mean, there's no games I hate. But and I explained to him if there was no PC replay baseball, if PC replay baseball doesn't exist, I'm probably playing action PC baseball all the time. But the problem is that PC replay baseball does exist, and they do the same thing for the most. Like they're the same. They're the same. They scratch the same itch. They're both it's the same kind of idea, right? Um, and so I just prefer this one. I mean, that's all. Same thing. More of a preference thing. Anything else? You know, I love the fact of all the deals they have. Like you can really get a lot of games, a lot of seasons for your money. Dave does a great job with all the sales he has. I wish the games I liked. And that's the other thing too. The games I like the most are the ones, except for second and ten football. Second and ten football is probably the best deal you can get in terms of um, bang for your buck. But PC replay baseball is not cheap. I mean, they never really have any sales. The sales they have are like $5 off. Um, ASG Golf is not. They have never have a sale in their life. Um, PC replay basketball, same thing. So you know, I'll play a board game and PC at the same time. I'll see. Yeah, I like that's good. Like, 'cause I'm not alone. Yeah, I love Dave a lot. Like I don't I don't and people like you always get some people who and most people that come on my YouTube channel are pretty cool, but you always get people who try to like I don't know. It's kind of a joke I have with Ron all the time too, because Ron says the question he hates the most is when people ask him what game he hates. And so every time there's a mailbag, I ask him two questions. The first question I ask him is, "Hey Ron, what game do you hate?" It's kind of the inside joke, and I ask him a real question. But and I said before, like I am amazed at these games. Like I cannot. The people who make these games, make the board games, who make the computer games, like I'm amazed by that stuff. Like amazed. So even if I play a game that I don't like just can't stand, it's still 100 times better than anything I could ever do in my life. So I would never like sit there. I never would bash a game online on my YouTube channel on a Facebook post. I would never say that game. But people like doing that all the time. Like people, like I've heard people. I'll post sometimes about Peace Replay Baseball, like great game. That's why I love this game. And some will say, well, it doesn't do this or it doesn't, like. I mean, but it's like a competition. Like who like play what you want to play. It's. Yeah, I saw Mark had a good point. I'll do little projects where I play American history, seen through sports. Yeah, what I've always wanted to do, and someone tried this, is and I like to try to play like pick. And the problem is it's hard to know where to start, right? Because the sports season doesn't start in January. You know what I mean? Like there's the sports season like wraps around, like they run into each other. So the whole idea was to play out a sports season, right? Like to sit there and play out a whole sports season. The problem is like when do you start? Like you would start in April, right, with a baseball season. Well, there's an NBA season finishing up. So you can't, and I mean, like the starting point always has a thing. What do you start at? But I've always wanted to do like a season like that where I would start like to me the sports season starts like in baseball season, right? And you just don't worry about the basketball season. You do the wraparound of it, but still same thing. And it wraps in the next baseball season, I guess, so too. So you can't do a perfectly that too. But sometimes I want to do like maybe a basketball project, like a basketball, football, hockey project all the same year together. You can do that kind of thing. Um, but like baseball kind of overlaps those things too. Yeah, like Way says it. Well, man, and I don't want to bring this up either because I'm sure Ron don't want to talk about it too. But Ron used to be a couple of years ago. Someone was harassing Ron. Like somebody was like harassing him online. Like how the hell? Like who the hell harasses Ron? Like who would have a problem with Ron Juckett? Like what? Like what's going on in your life where you watch a Ron Juckett video and somehow like you're pissed off? I don't I don't know what was going on, but someone was like bothering him or something a couple of years ago, and I forgot all the details. So I was like, I mean, yeah, I mean, good lord. But most people are pretty cool. But someone always got to make a comment. That game's stupid. Like someone wrote in my thing. I was playing something. And they commented, "That game is so dumb. I can't believe you play that." I'm like, well, I'm sorry. My game bothered you, but what are you gonna do? But I happen to with an L Red Sox fan. L Red Sox fan plays all the what if stuff, you know. Um, kind of his thing, and he's got a great channel. You ever want to have fun entertainment, man? Go. I'm not a huge boxing fan. Like I'm not huge. Like I'm like a casual. Like I'm a Mike Tyson. I'm not a Mike Tyson fan, but like I watched Mike Tyson fights growing up. Like that's like I would stop what I was doing to watch Mike Tyson fight. Not that I rooted for him or against him. Like you just watch Mike Tyson. And so, and I remember watching Larry Holmes and Jerry Cooney and like Leonard and Hagler, like that, like the '80s thing. I can tell you right now who the hell the great boxers are right now, and I don't have a big like historical sense. Like I don't know where Tyson ranks historically. You know, I can't sit there and but Al like that's his thing, man. Like that's and he'll do great boxing matches, man. He gets so excited at boxing matches, and then he'll drop in some boxing history, like stuff I don't know, like I couldn't tell you like Floyd Patterson, like where he ranks all time, like like baseball. I read about baseball all the time, so I can talk about players I didn't see. I can talk about Ty Cobb, and like from what I know and have read and researched. But I couldn't tell you. I know Floyd Patterson's a good boxer. I can't tell you if he's better than Sugar Ray Robinson. I couldn't like tell you, but I know those names. And so, like when Al does those boxing matches, they're so damn cool, man. And he's so into it. And then it makes me want to makes me want to do my boxing game. 'Cause I got Legends of Boxing too. So if Al, like you'll notice this too. I don't do boxing much on my channel, but if Al does a bunch of boxing matches one day on the channel, I swear I'll have them on my channel like within 5 days because I'll start playing it. I'm like, man, I gotta play some boxing matches. And usually I do a Tyson fights. I do Tyson and so forth. Yeah, I've got Glory Days boxing. I got the actual when I started getting into when I discovered the Digital Dice podcast and Ron and Dave. I really wanted to get cards and dice stuff again. And so I bought the Gloria Days boxing cards and dice. And it's really fun. The issue for me in my life right now, I've got four kids between the ages of 19 and 11. And so I've got two dogs, two cats. Like I can't just sit down and pull out some cards and roll some dice like in a room by myself. Like I just like it's not going to happen. Um, so I prefer the computer games just because my laptop I can pull it out real quick. I can sit here in my little office, that I do work in as well, and knock out some games. But just the setup of that, I just don't have the time to do that stuff. Yeah, so you remember Mark remembers the Ali Frazier fight. So for me, the first boxing match I remember as a kid was Larry Holmes and Jerry Cooney. And I just remember like the pre-fight show. Like I remember like my dad had it on, and my dad wasn't a big boxing fan either. But I remember like it was on TV. I think it was on network TV. So I think it was '82. I'm like 8 years old, right? I'm an 8 year old range, and I just remember like the lead up to it. I didn't know who these guys even were, but like I remember just it was like it felt like the pre-fight show was like 8 hours long. And it got to the point, like, man, I go, this stuff must be freaking like important, like to the point where the when the fight came on, I'm like, okay, I need to see this because they've been talking about this fight like all damn day. This must be some, like and it kept on like every commercial break. We'll be back. We're gonna start the match, and then the match wouldn't start. They have another little special about Jerry Cooney, some about Holmes. We'll be back. For the start of the fight. And they did. I remember doing like 10 times. Like Jesus, we're never gonna fight. Then they finally fought and like Holmes, like this. I mean, Holmes won. I think Cooney hung around for a while. Where he's got his like when he was bleeding all over the place. So that's like my first boxing match I ever watched. And then I watched the Tyson Douglas fight. And the Tyson Douglas fight, I'll never forget, it was the same night as the NBA 3-point contest and dunk contest. It was All Star Saturday. He was fighting in Tokyo. And at that stage in my life, I was a huge NBA fan. Like I loved NBA basketball. Like loved NBA basketball. Like now, I watch it now, but they just shoot too many damn 3-pointers. It's like a 3-point contest. Every team plays the same way. It's like it's just kind of so back. And plus, I was a kid. I think it's just different too. I don't want to be like old man, but that's part of it though too. You always like shit when you're a kid better than you like now. Like this is. And so anyway, so my friend comes over for a sleepover, and we got a pizza. My mom got us a pizza, and we're gonna watch the dunk contest and the 3-point contest, and in between, we're gonna put the Tyson fight on to watch Tyson kick this guy's ass. We're gonna, his Tyson fights lasted like 8 minutes, so it's like it's awesome. We'll watch the fight between the 3-point contest and the dunk contest. It will work out fine. 3-point contest, Tyson knocks out Douglas in a round, then go to dunk contest. So at that point, we have never seen Tyson ever really even get hit. Like we've never seen him. We always watch his fights. We never even seen him get hit. So we're watching that fight, and to this day, it was the like you see him get hit. You're like, oh my god, like what in the hell? Like it was so surreal. And like, of course, now later on, he got beat up a few more times. He, bit Holyfield deer. He became a human somewhat. But I'll never forget that we did not watch the dunk contest. Like it went over the dunk contest and we didn't turn it back. Like we were not turning the fight off. Like we were in shocked that he was getting his ass kicked by Buster Douglas. Like what in the hell? So I'll never forget that. That was a cool night. That was a cool night. I don't have title about PC. All I've got the Legends of Boxing. I don't have the update either. I need to get the update. I think the update's really cheap too. I need to get the Legends of Boxing too. I've got that, and I've got Glory Days Boxing, the card game. There was supposed to be, and maybe it fell through, but Al was talking about that Glory Days Boxing was getting ready to put out a PC game, which would be unreal, by the way. Which would be unreal because I love the card game. I have it right here. It's a really good game, and but maybe it fell through. Yeah, I know. But Mark says, well, I'll say the same thing, but it's like not the case of basketball. It's true. There's no team identity anymore. It's not the old man shit. Yeah, it is. I know. But here's the thing. I'm sure my son watches it. My son's a big sports fan, and I'm sure when he's 50 years old, he'll be like, that shit was great back then. They shot threes. Nowadays, all they do is freaking, who knows what we'll be doing 30 years from now. But you know, but I think part of it. I mean, part of it too is, yeah, I think we had this discussion too, Mark, before. All sports are like this now. Is that they've all and listen, I get it. They're all trying to win. They're all trying to play the best way to win. The problem is they all play the same way, and that may be the best way to win. Like shooting the three. I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense to shoot a 3-pointer. Like it makes sense that you get 3 points. Like you would shoot that. I understand that, and um, which is why we're back when we were kids. You know, they would play different styles. Like and they didn't. They to them they felt that was best for them to win. The Celtics would half court offense. Lakers want to get out and run. You know, the Pistons came along and did the whole want to be rough and physical. Baseball, same way. You had the small ball teams, the Cardinals would steal the bases. The Red Sox play station baseball, hit the home run. So I don't know how that ever is going to change because now everything is analytics and they look at, the best way to play. And they're probably right. How they play is probably the best way to play in terms of winning the game. but it just doesn't make the game as entertaining anymore. They're not worried about. I mean, the front office job is not to make the game entertaining. They're trying to win, which is why I have no problem with Rod Manfred making those rules. Like everyone gets mad at him for making the rules. Well, he's making the rules or changing the rules to make it play like it did. Like the pitch clock, everyone's mad. I love the pitch clock. I mean, the pitch clock is designed to make the game play like it did 30 years ago. You know, if you watch a game on YouTube from 1986 and you take your phone out and you time the pitcher, they throw it in the amount of time that the pitch clock is now. So that's the whole idea why they had that rule. It's to make it play like it did back then. And the idea of the stolen bases, they're trying to get more stolen bases to have it play like it did back in the 80s. So I'm all for it. I mean, but you have to manufacture it that way, but because that's the only way to get them to play that way is to change the rules that way. But well, I mean, the NBA is going to make a rule change. The NBA is going to make a rule where they limit three pointers. They have to do this. They have to make a rule where you can. I don't know how many three pointers they shot in 1992 a year, but whatever that was, that's the rule. A team can only attempt whatever 23 pointers a game, and if you shoot the 21st one and it goes in, it counts as 2 points. Um, and do it that way. So Mark wants to penalize a team for shooting a three. That'd be pretty interesting. That'd be pretty interesting. Take a half point away for shooting a three. That'd be interesting because I mean that's what I mean by I mean that's what they have to do. They have to change the rules up in baseball, football, basketball, because every team plays the same way based on analytics stuff. You have to change up the rules, I think, to make them play differently. Because they're all going to copy each other if something works. I mean, Golden State started shooting all the three pointers, Steph Curry, and every team copied him and doing those things. And in the '90s, and the NBA kind of got, and the '90s kind of got a little bad too because the Pistons, like here's a good example too. The Pistons started being physical, and they won. And so what did they do? The New York Knicks, all of a sudden now, you had a league where they're being physical, and that was not great basketball either. Like that was kind of tough too. And then they changed the rules or they didn't change the rules, but they emphasized, like you can play that way anymore. And now you have a league where no one touches anybody. It's not physical at all, which is kind of what basketball's supposed to be. But now it's a little bit too free flowing, and the problem is the players they're really good shooters now too. Like I don't like the idea that the players now the players are today are really really good shooters. I mean, really good shooters, and so it just makes it like yeah. You, and the problem is you don't have, and listen, you don't have centers anymore. Like you don't have centers. Like you don't have a center anymore. Like you don't have Patrick Ewing anymore. Like because you're not going to have one because Patrick Ewing now is going to shoot threes. Like they play with their face to the basket. You don't have a post up guy anymore. You don't have to get in the block. Maybe that's boring. Maybe listen, and my son may watch the stuff from the '80s and be like a guy in the block. You throw it down to him, he kicks it back out. You throw it back down to him. He doesn't drop step. He might think that's boring as shit. Like he might watch it and be like, "Oh my god, that's awful basketball." So I mean, yeah, yeah, oh, yeah. Everyone, yeah, e- exactly. Everyone can shoot now. It's not, I don't like doing like there's people my age who sit there and crash the NBA now on a standpoint that the players, oh, they suck. But they know they don't suck. They're really good shooters. They're better shooters now than they've ever been, which is part of the issue too. Is why they shoot so many threes. They make them just like kickers nowadays. And NFL's got the same problem. The NFL needs to change up the field goal rule too, because I'm sick of a team being in field goal range. Like those they make 55 yarders like they're nothing now. I was watching the highlights yesterday of the Super Bowl 25, the Norwood game, Bills and Giants, and he had a 47-yard field goal attempt that he missed, obviously. But it was interesting listening to the commentary because they're like, listen, 47-yard field goal is a long field goal on the grass. I mean, you can't hold it against them. Well, now a 47-yard field goal is a chip shot now. Like back then in 1990, a 47-yard field goal, man, that was a kick. It's a chip shot now. Like you're like um, but I think the field goal they need to, I would you know, I would make that field goal so narrow. I'd bring those goalposts in. I mean, and make it where I don't know. Hell, Luka's unreal. I mean, they're so skilled now. They're so skilled now, and then on top of that, you can't touch them anymore either. Um, like you can't. There's no hand checking. They don't allow hand check anymore. So it's kind of got a little bit out of the way. Like back in the night, the Pistons got a little bit too. Like in the '90s, got a little bit too physical because everyone was hand checking, and it slowed down. It slowed down the flow of the game. It slowed down these athletes and how great they were. And then so and then now it's kind of gotten to the point where it's just everyone's open free and everyone's shooting threes and the like the problem is they score so much like the points don't mean anything. I mean it's you gotta find that happy medium. They need to make some changes. I would just make it with I like the 3 point. I like Mark's idea with the whole take a half point away. That'd be good. Yeah, exactly. But Mark says the question is, should sports be about toughness, grit, or a punt pass? Yeah, I would get the kicking out of football as much as possible. And nothing against kickers, but the idea that the kicker determines a game so much. Like, listen to me. I would take away. I would make the field goal. I'd make it a pole. Like the foul pole of the baseball game. I would stick one pole up, and you got to hit the pole for 3 points. Like you got to doing it. Like no more getting in between the uprights. Have one pole, make it the size of like the foul pole, the little net there. And you gotta doing the pole. You gotta boing, and you get 3 points. Same with the extra point too. You gotta doing the pole. Okay, and that way that'd be fun. Because now teams won't kick that much because it's now not about distance as much as accuracy. You got to hit that pole, and now you're going to go for it more on fourth down, and you're not in field goal range when you cross the 40-yard line. You know, um, that's what I would do. Yeah, I mean, it's just they're too good. The kickers are too good now. I mean, they're unreal. I mean, this. I tell you before, this it's from kickers when I was a kid. I mean, the kickers. That's why I kind of laugh at the whole thing, and not to say that you know, athletes are better now. I mean, they just are, and they'll be better 20 years from now than they are now. Um, I mean, I played football. I got recruited for D1 school. I didn't play. I was at the bench. But I wouldn't play like nowadays. I would not be a D1 football player. I wouldn't be a D1 football player. Now you would say, well, if I was born, I might be more whatever, but I wouldn't be. Um, I wouldn't be recruited at all. Like I mean, everyone's just better now. They're faster, they're stronger, they're more skilled. Now, but that being said, I think the sports were better back when I was a kid. It's been like they were more entertaining to watch. I think. I will say this though: the sport that's better now than when I was a kid, better to watch, is college football. Like I know college football's got issues off the field with the transfer portal, but on the field, college football is better now than it was when I was a kid. Like entertaining wise, it's the only sport that I can say that about. College basketball is worse now than it was. Same thing. They shoot threes all the time. Um, baseball. I still love baseball. Baseball's still great. I still watch baseball now. Um, baseball's still great now. I think it was better when I was a kid, but it's great now. NFL pretty damn good too, but I think it was still but basketball's really gotten basketball. I used to love basketball. I used to love watching basketball. I just don't watch it much anymore. It's just not. I don't. The way they play is not entertaining to me at all. It's just not. And part of it too, college basketball. I think college basketball's issue is that college football you don't really need. College football you kind of root for laundry. Like you don't really care about the players. You're pulling for the school. You're pulling for Like college basketball needs you need to know the players, and the transfer portal for college basketball has hurt the game because you don't know the players. And football doesn't matter as much. When I was a kid growing up, like what made college basketball great. College basketball was great when I was growing up because you knew these players stayed on the team. Like you hated Duke because of Leitner and Early and Grant Hill. They on the team together for 3, 4 years. You hated George. Well, I love Georgetown, but people hated Georgetown. You had Ewing. Ewing was there for 4 years. For 4 years, he was there. Um, all the Big East teams, Mullen and Mark Jackson and Walter Berry, they were together for 3 or 4 years. Like you knew these teams, you know, and and I think college basketball needs you have to know the guys in college basketball, where football doesn't really matter. And now football is really good because so many teams can compete now. I mean, they got to clear the transfer portal a little bit, but especially down south, down where I am, and college football is so. I mean, Saturdays are great. Like I'm really going through college football withdrawal right now. There's no baseball. There's no college football. I'm kind of bummed. It's kind of like the worst part of my sports season. It's one thing not having one of them, but without college football and baseball together, I feel kind of bummed. But yeah, it's in there. All right, Mark's going to bed. I'm about to head that way too. It's a good little chat. This turned into a little golf tournament and a long chat. So thanks for coming on, guys. I'm gonna head off too. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do a put start the dishwasher. Um, so it's running through the night, so our pipes don't freeze over, and do that. But you guys stay safe, and we'll see you next time, guys. We'll see you.